YouTube. JR, good afternoon. Looks like we've got the Dow. It's see 355. About 4.5 minutes here till the market closes. The Dow is up 419 points. Nasdaq's up 72 points. S&P's up 43 points. SPY is up $4 and some change. XBI is up. Russell 2000 is up 25. So looks like the market did relatively well today. Hopefully we get something decent going into after hours here. Yeah, things look pretty good today. Look pretty good. Got about 63% of my watch list is green. So that's pretty good. Like to see that. Kathy, good afternoon. Over there. Evero, good afternoon to you as well. We've got about 3 minutes here. So hopefully everybody's ready to go. We're going to throw out some good afternoon. Zethio Man, if I pronounced that right. We're going to start with our 4 o'clock press releases and see what the market gives us here at 4 o'clock for press releases. We're looking for press releases in after hours trading. And of course, any stock that's going to run here in after hours. That's what we're looking for. Artificial paint, good afternoon. So we've got about 2.5 minutes. So hopefully you're all ready to go. I know I'm ready to go. Got my ice cold Dr. Pepper ready to take a swig of that when needed. Computer's fired up, and I'm ready to find us some nice after hours runners. So I've got my scanner set up for news, and we're just going to sit tight here and see what pops up for us. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button on YouTube. Much appreciated. Doesn't cost anything to hit that subscribe button, but it is very much appreciated. We'll be on YouTube all this week in pre-market and in after hours. Pre-market, you can expect to see us at about 6:55 in the morning. The press releases come out on the half hour, 7 a.m. Eastern Time, 7:30, 8, 8:30, 9, 9:30. So we're going to go live at 6:55 in the morning here on YouTube. And of course, as always, 6:45 on Zoom. And we're going to try to give you some press releases this week, but it's just this week only. Next week, we're headed over to Instagram. Yay for Instagram. Well, hi, Sarah. Hello. Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, except for tomorrow. Tomorrow, after hours, I won't be doing any after hours trading tomorrow. Just pre-market, not after hours. I've got to go pick up a new vehicle tomorrow. So I'm going to be out of the loop, off the grid, as they say. All right, here we go. Let's see what pops up here at 4 o'clock. BITF. Looks like we got a class action lawsuit there. NRXP popped up a little bit. Don't have anything showing off right at the moment. SCNX. SCNX. SCNX popping up here nicely for us. It's up 8%. Class action lawsuit. Report revenue. HITI reports first quarter 2025 financial results featuring a record revenue of $142 million on HITI. So that got a little pop off of that. That's on HITI. I don't see anything coming in behind it, though. That little pop is kind of standing alone by itself. GLMD. Let's check that one out. GLMD. GLMD. A quick pop up and then a pop back down again. All right, let's go back and look at these press releases. CNTM, continued listing, business update, class action lawsuit, announces a CFO change, CRV asked to provide a business update, AKYA, fourth quarter. Nothing popping off of that. All right. So out of the press releases, nothing really popped up really much at all. BITF popped up a little bit on their press release. But again, it was a class action lawsuit, and that is a non-event. BBIO appoints a new president and CFO. Let's take a look at SCNX. SCNX. Right now, that one seems to be doing the best. SCNX. We're up 20% on that one. $18, $19, $20. SCNX giving us a little bit of a pop. Vicky, good afternoon. SCNX stuck. That 20% range. Let's see if it's going to give us much more than that. Breakthrough 3 here, and we should be on our way. All right, we just wicked up to 306. How about AKYA? AKYA Biosciences won't be providing forward guidance due to a pending acquisition by Quanterix. Okay. Now, SCNX is having a little trouble here. Here's some more press releases for us. FGEN, fourth quarter financials. BRLT announces participation in a small cap conference. fourth quarter financials on HYPR. Fourth quarter financials, business update, report, fourth quarter financials, FTHM. Highly experienced man, nothing there. Thank you guys for hitting the double tap in the screen for the likes there. Much appreciated. Reports fourth quarter on HNRG. Reporting fourth quarter financials. Let's see, what else? ANNX. Inducement grants under the new employee under NASDAQ listing rule. Okay, that's a non-event. So far, none of the press releases really seem to be doing anything. Let's go back. DHAI popping a little bit now. DHAI, it's up 22%. SCNX, that was our first one. Helene, back from vacation. Where did you go for vacation? DHAI. Come on. We got it up 21% and it seems to be stuck. Getty, fourth quarter, RBOT sets 2025 cash burn guidance of $50 million. Okay, DHAI is up 22%. SCNX up 16%. Fourth quarter financials on SANA. Doesn't seem to be doing a lot. AKYA nominated 3 candidates for election of Quanterix board. Getty, GETY rather, sees 2025 revenue at $918 to $955 million. That's on Getty Images, GETY. I need something better in terms of press releases. We're not getting, about the only thing we're getting here right now is financials. So we're just going to have to hang tight till something pops up here. AGMH, I don't see any news on that one. If there is news, I don't see it. Doesn't mean there isn't any, I just don't have it on E-Trade. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us here. DHAI, we're looking for an after hours press release on a penny stock. We're looking for something to push one of these up beautifully. Looking for that 100% runner. We like those 100% runners, no doubt. ADTX is up 12%, but ITP trying to get in the game. LCID popping. LCID giving a nice little push up here in after hours. It's only up about 4%, but it has moved up quite nicely. SCNX, ADT, X, ITP. ITP still hanging in there, still trying. MIGI popped up. Now we've got several of them starting to pop here. Let's see which one. They always say the cream rises to the top here. So let's see which one of these decides to give us some good action here. ITP is slowly moving up. The lows are getting higher and higher. Getty, again, GETY on their financials. Looks like they beat on earnings per share. ITP, DHAI, CNX, ADTX. LCID, still trying to push up. LCID. Brian, good afternoon. Good to have you with us. Manel, good afternoon. Remember, for everybody on YouTube, we'll be back on YouTube again tomorrow morning at about 6:55. We're going to go on early enough that you guys can catch the 7 a.m. press releases with us. That's our goal. Give you the 7 a.m. press releases. 7 a.m. to 7:30, 8, 8:30, 9. Give them all to you. We hope you can join us tomorrow morning as well. That's Eastern time, by the way, 6:55 Eastern time. So if you're on the West Coast, I know that's early. That is early. Or if you're halfway around the world, that might be kind of late in the afternoon. I don't know. Depends on where everybody's from. All right. Still watching for news, not seeing anything pop up. This could be a slow after hours. Oh, let's see. What else we got moving? All right, here we go with a few more press releases. Kodak, KODK, fourth quarter revenue. Elway, LWAY, launches campaign to replace board of directors. Okay. NCPL, third quarter financials for 2025. BKKT, release of fourth quarter. Acres announces redemption of CRE securitizations and closing of a $9 million managed facility backed by commercial mortgage loans. NRGV, new person on board of directors. NBTX, final positions through amendment to global licensing. Gosh, we need something good here. NBTX, let's see what that one's going to do here. Hang on a minute. Look at the spread on that one. Good gravy. NBTX. That one's got quite the spread there. $3.40 on the bid and $5 on the ask. That's dangerous. That is dangerous territory right there. Ron, good afternoon. Here's another one on Kodak on financials. That's not doing any good. All right. Looking. ELAN, changes in board of directors. Gosh, dang it. Talk about some fluffy news. CNX, NA, NBTX, SES, MCR. SES popping up a little bit. SES. That one's got a little bit of a curl started up on it there. Nova, AEI, DGNX, PCLA. Man, there's nothing. Nothing. ADTX. Boy, that's ELAN. Animal Health signs research agreement to explore novel therapies for chronic kidney disease, life extension in pets. That is fluff. ADTX just popped up a little bit. It's up 23% now. ITP coming down. SNSE. Slim pickings out there, folks. Slim pickings. ADTX just popped some more. It's up 27%, 33%. Ooh, somebody tickled that one good. Good gravy. Somebody tickled that one good. HYPR. First half revenue. Elway, we already looked at that one. Files notice regarding planned Lifeway nominees. ELAN, we already looked at that one. My gosh. Junk press releases. ADTX popped up pretty good, but pulled back pretty good as well. So not much there. Oh, that's good stuff. Well, Slim, best one we got going right now is ADTX, and you look at that one. BKKT, fourth quarter financials. Ouch. BKKT from $12.50 down to $6.39. I'm guessing nobody liked the financial report there. Doesn't look like anybody liked that financial report. All right, let's look at ENZ, second quarter financials. Elan, fourth quarter. Boy, I mean, we were getting nothing but junk press releases, one right after the other. 41 press releases, and none of them have done anything. BKKT's down 53%. Gaetano, we'll see you in the morning. Boy, you talk about a slow. Cryptors, you have a great evening. I'll see you in the morning. Elway. Nothing there. It's going to be slow. Unfortunately. ADTX was one for 250 reverse split. Was hoping we'd get a little bump on that one. Didn't do much this morning. Well, all day today. Still not doing anything. HNRG reports fourth quarter. BKKT bouncing back up. Hard to say. BBIO, Thomas Tremarch as new financial chief. Salvatore, we'll see you in the morning. It's slim out there. It is slim. So remember, this week, all this week, right up until Friday, we're going to be on YouTube in the morning, pre-market, 6:55 in the morning. And hopefully you can join us right at 6:55 so you're ready for those 7 o'clock press releases. Maybe we'll get lucky and get us a really amazing press release. 2014. Kodak's pushing up a little bit on their financial news. Not anything dramatic. They've gone up about 20 cents or so since the press release came out. Nothing crazy. NRGV, fourth quarter financials. I got a 2014 Wrangler Sport. It's a two-door soft top. And I pick it up tomorrow. Ken, you have a great evening. Sorry it's slow, my friend, but the market's not being very nice to us. Market did close pretty nicely today. Everything was green, so we can't complain about that. Maybe tomorrow will be a little bit even better of an improvement. BKKT still trying to push back up again. No, it is silver. It's a silver color. Matches my other car. Not exactly, but it's pretty darn close in color. So we'll get that taken care of tomorrow, and then maybe one day towards the end of the week, I may run down. Max, it's a 2014. I'll run down and get the Wave Runner. I didn't want to get anything new, and I didn't want a 4-door. I wanted a 2-door soft top. I wanted older model. I didn't want the sticker shock. The new ones are so damn expensive, and even some of the old ones are expensive. Jeeps hold their value pretty well, especially with that straight 6 engine in them. Those are expensive. People like them old things. So I just didn't want to get hit with that new Jeep sticker shock. Did not want to get hit with it. Mine's a 6-cylinder. That's right. At least he can't call it a Fairy Princess Mobile anymore. You have 3 of them. Very nice. Well, I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of fun out of mine. The only reason I bought it, I really didn't need it until I decided that I wanted to get the Wave Runner. BKKT curling back up still off of that ugly drive down on financials. It's bouncing back up again. I really didn't need it. And then I decided to get a Wave Runner, and I knew I needed a vehicle to pull the Wave Runner. So I just decided that I might as well get a Jeep so I can pull the Wave Runner. Plus, when I take the RV out places, I can put a tow bar and I can pull the Jeep behind the RV. So really kind of serves as a dual purpose there. Kiki, good afternoon. So I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to getting the Wave Runner out in the intercoastal there and having some fun with that. No, I haven't bought the Wave Runner yet. I'll buy that probably towards the end of the week. I want to let the smoke settle on my bank account first. I took the money out for the Jeep, and the bank account is still smoldering. So I gotta let the old bank account cool down just a little bit before I smack it again. DMAC provides business update for the full year of 2024. NBTX Global Licensing Agreement extends cash visibility to mid-2026. NBTX, but there's no volume there, no price movement. Stocks moved. Trade Technology Empowerment Program. Nothing there. How about Lunar, LUNR? Announces the date of their fourth quarter financials for 2024. Gosh, we have been overwhelmed with fluffy junk press releases. This is getting crazy. Oh, let's see. SES. Let's take a look at Kodak. We haven't looked at Kodak again. Oh, Kodak just bounced up some more. I don't know if you guys have been following Kodak since I called out that press release on them, but it's had a nice, slow, steady climb up for anybody that took a shot at it. AQN. Nothing there. Boy, nothing's moving. This is brutal. This is a brutal after hours. This is brutal. If anybody sees anything moving, don't hesitate to shout it out. Let us know. I am not seeing anything move. It's quiet. It's very, very quiet. We're getting movement here and there, like a penny, 2 pennies up, 2 pennies down, penny up, penny down. It's just nothing's really moving. Mike, you have a great evening and have fun with that water heater element. DMAC, that's got to be more exciting than this for sure. This market is just brutal here this afternoon. Peloton, PTON, stock falls 6% and underperforms competitors. Okay, how about OCGN? Stock rises. That's general market news. TXMD. Stock rises. HSCS. There, NAOV. Let's go back and look at that one. Here's a few more. Tilray, general market news, KGC, market news, GoPro, just general market news. Nothing. We're getting several press releases here. No lack of press releases. I've gotten 54 of them so far in 34 minutes. So that's not bad. There's just none of them are amounting to anything. BKKT tried to climb back up again off of that horrible fall. It's actually recovered pretty well. It dropped all the way to 564 and it's already gotten itself back to 899. That's a pretty nice recovery on that stock for anybody that played that bounce. RDW Roth Conference. Boy, this is something. I don't like doing these after hours live streams when it's this quiet. It's so hard to find anything moving. Hopefully pre-market tomorrow will be a lot better. Did you hit the beach recently? Yeah, I was at the beach over the weekend. Got a little bit of beach on Friday. Not much, like maybe an hour and a half on Friday, and then a couple of hours on Saturday. And then Sunday it rained all day. And it came down cats and dogs all day long Sunday. Today was pretty nice though. Today was pretty pleasant. It wasn't overly hot, but it wasn't cold either. It was a nice, comfortable, like 70 degrees, 68 to 70 degrees all day. It was pretty nice, pretty pleasant. Well, as I mentioned, we're going to be live on YouTube all this week from 6:55 in the morning Eastern time till about 9:15 in the morning. So it's going to be a nice long stretch here on YouTube. But just this week, after this week, we'll still come back to TikTok, but it will only be like 20 minutes to a half an hour at a time. It won't be the full 2-3 hour long live stream like we're doing now. We'll be hitting TikTok and YouTube, Instagram, possibly even Facebook, all at the same time, but it's going to be, maybe a half an hour long. But we'll be on Zoom through our website for 3 hours every single trading day, rain or shine. Even when I go out on the road and take the RV out and head north in the RV, I take my portable live studio with me and I do my live streaming right from the RV. So we don't miss a beat. So I don't even go on vacation without taking the wolf pack with me. That's either dedication or craziness. I'm not sure which. But if you'd like to join us on our live stream on our website through Zoom, we do a Zoom meeting every morning at 6:45, and that lasts 3 hours. Feel free to pop over to the website and subscribe. The website is wolfpackcommunity.com. wolfpackcommunity.com. There's a link to it right on our YouTube channel. Pop over there, subscribe to live trading on Zoom, and then you can join us every single morning, rain or shine. As long as the market's open, I'm on in the morning. Barring any emergency, can't help that stuff, but I am on whether I'm on the road traveling. The last trip was down in the Florida Keys. I was down in the Keys in my RV, and we did our live stream every morning from the Keys, which was quite fun for me. And really, really enjoyed it. Ron, what's the website? You had to go to the website to get here, Ron. wolfpackcommunity.com, where you signed up for your subscription. We have them from small, the t-shirts from small to extra, extra large. And we've got them in white, black, gray. What's the other color? Blue. I got one of each, so I'd have a different color. And we'll have a couple more t-shirt designs coming with different sayings on them, and hopefully everybody will grab one or two of each of the different designs that we have come out, start collecting them, show some community support. And as I've always mentioned, anybody that takes a picture of themselves with the t-shirt on, I'll post it on, with your permission, of course, I'll post it on the front page of the website and start a little gallery of everybody wearing their Wolfpack t-shirts. Well, I just don't. BKKT 791 to 840 for Max. Looks like Max took advantage of that. I wondered if anybody was playing that or not. You should kick us to the curb and go to Aruba. No, can't do that. What did you miss, Carrie? Not a thing. Not a single thing. There is nothing running at all in after hours right now. Capital. A couple more press releases here. GDRX Holdings to repurchase 20 million shares from Spectrum Equity. Francisco Partners and Idea Men LLC. So GoodRx is repurchasing 20 million shares. That's on GDRX. Now let's go back and look at Kodak. How many of you are playing Kodak? We've been talking about Kodak since the press release came out. It's gone up. Well, it's gone up, let's say 70 cents. It's gone up about 70 cents since the financial report came out. Like I said earlier, you know, when it was up around 725, it's not doing anything spectacular. It's just a nice, slow, steady grind upwards. Minute by minute, it's just slowly, gradually climbing up. Maybe a hit 8 before 8 p.m. Who knows? Time will tell. We're at 784 now. Slowly creeping up. ITP. 785 now. 790. We just wicked up to 790 here. There's 791. I would say this one's been kind of slipping under the radar, unnoticed, but it feels that way, but it hasn't been unnoticed. We've been talking about this stock going up since the press release came out. 799. That ask just hit 799. Fixing to hit 8. Let's see. TISI announcing their fourth quarter financials. How about HIT? Fourth quarter financials. VINE. Let's go back and look at Kodak. Kodak. Come on now. Come on. Don't give up on us yet. 798. We can do better than that. We can do better than that. Got about just a fuzz over 10 minutes here, and then I'll be done for the night. I usually only do these from about 4 till 5. I find most of the time after 5 o'clock, most of the after hours press releases are done. There's a few that'll pop in at 5:30, 6:15, something like that. But for the vast majority of them are done by 5. And we just can't sit and stare at the screen all night long, just waiting and waiting and waiting. Got 59 of them so far. I think that's plenty. We're just not getting much. We're not getting a lot of, most of it's been change in company officers, conferences, report of release dates for fourth quarter financials. Just a bunch of junk press releases. Here's another one on Kodak. Reports their fourth quarter, full year 2024. Just a repeat. RKLB. Investors have an opportunity to lead Rocket Lab in securities fraud lawsuit. Well, I hope a bunch of you can join us tomorrow morning at 6:55 Eastern Time, right here in the same spot. If you could go back to day 1 of your trading journey, the one piece of advice that I would give to myself, boy, that's a tough one. Other than the obvious, start small. Don't try to go too big too soon. Be patient and wait for quality setups. those are kind of basic and generic things. Jeff, I'm picking up the vehicle tomorrow afternoon. That's why I won't have an afternoon live stream. I will in the morning, but not in the afternoon, because I'm going to go pick it up just after lunchtime. So I probably am not going to get back in time for the 4 o'clock. Based on what I know, and this really goes towards a system for trading, a style, a technique. If I could go back on day one, I would tell myself, figure out a way, come hell or high water, regardless of what it takes, find a way to catch press releases the second they hit the market. That would have changed the trajectory of my trading pretty significantly. Of course, when you first start, the first couple of years, that's your learning curve. That's where you go through the school of hard knocks, so to speak. And you're going to take losses. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to blow up your account. You're just going to make all kinds of goofball mistakes. You're going to hold too long. You got bags. You're going to take massive losses. It takes a couple of years to get through that stuff. And I could have gone back and told myself every bit of knowledge I have right now to myself back then, and it probably wouldn't have done me any good in terms of the skills, the mental skills needed to trade properly, the patience, not FOMOing into trades, not holding too long, getting out sooner. The things you kind of learn through time. Somebody can tell you, when you first start, make sure you don't hold any bags. Well, that advice goes right over your head the first time you trade, and you end up holding a bag, and you're like, oh, I wish I heard him say it, but it's one of those lessons you have to learn. You got to put your feet in the fire, and you got to learn. And so those kind of things I probably couldn't have helped myself by going back and telling myself if a trade starts to go south on you, get out immediately and don't hold it. Don't just take the loss and get out, and don't hold any bags. I could have told myself that 15 years ago, but I still would have done it. I still would have had to learn the hard way. But as far as technique, if I had realized sooner about press releases and the effect they have on stocks, I saw it, but it didn't click. If I could have seen the difference that press releases made back when I first started, I probably could have retired a couple of years sooner than I did. Press releases, for me, getting a margin account where I could do unlimited day trading, that was a game changer. That was a huge game changer. Not being restricted to so many day trades per week, huge game changer. And press releases. Discovering the ability to catch press releases on these stocks the second they hit the market, and being able to respond quickly to a press release and get in before the press release has a chance to rocket the thing 150, 160%. That was probably the second biggest. Those two things made all the difference in the world. Those two things they took my trading from here to skyrocket. It made a massive, massive difference in my trading. I was one of those people that, I was on StockTwits. And I'm still on StockTwits. I still have a StockTwits profile. I rarely ever use it. I've tried to use it, but it's a haven for trolls. And I just don't like to subject myself to that kind of brutality. If I can avoid, I don't need to. I can afford not to be a part of that community. So I just stay away from it. But I remember being on StockTwits, and I'm sure a lot of you have StockTwits accounts. And I can remember having a few stocks on my watch list on StockTwits, and I would read down through the comments, and I'd look at the tickers going across the top of the screen on what was trending, and I'd see something that was up 128%, and I'd be like, holy crap. And I'd click on that ticker, and I'd pull it up, and I'd start reading the comments, and realized that the reason it was up 120% or 240% was because a press release had come out at 7:05 in the morning. And here it is now, 7:45. The stock has already ran, close to 200%. And I've missed the entire thing because I didn't know the press release that came out till after it already ran. And I can't tell you how many times that happened to me, where I'd see something that was up insane amounts and then find out that it was because of a press release that was put out. And I was nowhere to be found when the press release came out, because I just didn't have any way of finding it. I didn't have any way of catching it. So I started experimenting with ways of catching those press releases. So I thought, well, maybe there's an app out there that I can download. And I downloaded a couple of apps from Google Play Store, trying to figure out a way of maybe catching press releases. I hit MarketWatch, I hit FinViz, StockTwits. I had probably 7 or 8, Yahoo Finance. I was watching everything I could possibly watch to try to find these press releases, and find them the second they hit the market. That's the other hard part. And what I found myself doing was, I was scanning through this website and this website and this website and this website. And by the time I actually found a press release that looked like it had just come out, it was already 10 minutes old. And the other thing that I discovered was I was spending more time searching for press releases on all these different websites than what I was actually trading. And half the time, by the time I actually found one on a site someplace, it already ran. So I knew that, and this took me a couple of years. It took me a couple of years to realize that what I really needed to do was figure out a way to get all those press releases that pop up on all those different platforms, get them all in one place. One website that I could put right on my screen, right in front of me. And every time one popped up, boom, I got it right there in front of me. And there's no searching. It pops up, boom, I hit on it, and I jump into the stock almost immediately. That was a game changer, because now instead of jumping into a stock that's already up 180%, I'm jumping into that stock when it's up 20% or 15% or sometimes even lower, sometimes 30%. But even at 30%, I'm still catching, 60, 70, 80% of that run. And that was a game changer, complete game changer, because I was seeing my ROI, my return on my investment, climb like crazy because I was catching these stocks on these press releases. So it was an absolute game changer finding press releases. And of course, having a margin account where I could do unlimited day trading. But that took some time because you have to have 25,000 in your account. So it took me a little while to build up to that. It wasn't an overnight thing. It's not like I had 25 grand to just jump into a trading account. I had probably about average or maybe a little more than most. I started out with 5,000 in a trading account, which is probably a little bit more maybe than some, but I would guess probably close to average. I don't know. But it took me a while. It took me a while to build up that account and learn from my mistakes. It took me a couple of years. But once I got that margin account and I figured out how to get all the news in one spot, it was game over, baby. It was on. Makes a huge, huge difference. And I know I'm talking to a few of you know exactly what I'm talking about with press releases. I guarantee you there's at least one of you listening to me right now that has been on StockTwits and noticed a stock that was going bananas. You saw it going bananas and you went over and looked at it and you realized the reason it was up as high as it was because of a press release, and you weren't a part of it because you didn't know the press release was out there. I know there's at least one of you listening to me that has been through that and has experienced that. And that was one of my goals with the Wolf Pack here, was to help everybody alleviate that problem. Let's bring all the press releases into one spot so we don't have to search anywhere. And I think it's worked out pretty damn good. I think it's worked out pretty well. That and Discord, of course. And I would highly recommend finding a good, if you know what Discord is, I would highly recommend finding a good Discord group. Some groups out there are brutal. They're ugly to be in. There's a lot of fighting amongst everybody in the groups, a lot of know-it-alls, a lot of ugly language, just people aren't friendly. It can be hard to find a good group with good traders that are friendly, helpful, that want to help, especially helping all the new people. It can be tough, but I would highly recommend finding a good Discord group. Find a good one and be in there every morning. Ask questions. Take a look at the stuff that's being called out, some of the stocks that are being called out. Go look at them. You're going to learn so much. And by all means, learn as much as you can about stock trading. We talked about this a couple of days ago. Ross Cameron, go over and check out Ross. Ross Cameron with Warrior Trading. Some of you may like him, some of you may not, for one reason or another. But I'm telling you, he's got a ton of free, that's the magic word, free short form videos out there on his YouTube channels with free videos, 15-minute long videos, 30-minute long videos, explaining a lot of stuff for free. And he's very, very good teacher, very good teacher. He speaks in very plain English, simple. He doesn't talk over your head with a lot of technical terminology. He's really easy to understand. And I highly recommend going to listen to him and pull up some of those videos. He's got hours and hours and hours of free videos right here on YouTube. I definitely would highly recommend listening to him. And then I recommend you join the Wolf Pack and get these press releases. Now, this is not a good example of press releases this afternoon because it's been really, really quiet. But hopefully tomorrow morning will be even better. All right. I am going to get out of here. It's 5:06. There's nothing going on in the market right now. There's just nothing happening. So again, YouTube right here, same time, same place tomorrow morning, 6:55 Eastern time, just before 7. Join us and we'll get those 7 o'clock press releases out to you. And then stick with us and we'll give you the 7:30, 8, 8:30, and so on. But just this week. So if you're going to, I'm kind of doing it as sort of a test for you, a trial for you. You can kind of see what goes on with our live stream. So you get kind of an idea of what's happening every day with us, get a feel for it. So join us tomorrow morning and we will see you bright and early. And Wolfpack, you guys have a great evening and I'll see you at 6:45 in the morning. Until then, have a great evening. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button on YouTube. We much, much appreciate that. So until tomorrow, you guys have a great night. God bless.